Hey, what's up? A question I get really frequently is how I handle my vocal processing or just vocal production in general. I dug out this old file while I was looking for stuff, and it seemed like a perfect time to show off how I do that, because it kind of has everything here. So I'll start with usually the vocals here. This is, I was doing a re-recording of the figurehead vocals for Dethrone, but I didn't end up using this cut of it, but I still have this file, so this is perfect. So I start with something like this. This is not EQ'd or anything, this is just right from this mic, actually. Forever still and unbending and it's like, it's got that, you know, low mid bump. It sounds all right. It's just I'll put the name of the mic in the tweet or whatever. But it's you know, it's kind of dull. So I've got this big chain here. So I first start with 𝐰𝐫𝐤𝐬, which is just a de-esser to take off that sibilance, you know. Forever still. You know, just pull that way down. Then I do my EQ after that. Forever still. We're getting somewhere. Basically, I knock out the lows, eliminate those problem frequencies around that like kind of resonant low mid, and then I like to bump up my highs, my mids and my highs, and then take out the harsh stuff way up there. I just kind of like that tone. It's got kind of like a radio quality to it, and I really like that. After that, I compress the fuck out of it. Forever still and I like my vocals, regardless of their intensity. I like them to kind of sit around the same amplitude. The intensity and timbre kind of carry the, you know, carry that dynamic aspect of it, I think. A little bit of chorus, just a tiny bit. Forever still. You know, just kind of widen it up, give it a little more space. And then we hit a lot of space using Breeze twice. Any reverb will do. I like Breeze a lot. Forever still. So there we've got kind of like a room reverb. And then I hit it with the forever still. Just a huge kind of like, you know, spacious reverb, like just something huge. I'm using this Guitar at Dusk preset. I don't know why. It's just, it worked. Then something I actually just tossed on when I opened this file now is audio thing, sound thing, whatever they're called, vinyl strip. This thing's kind of a it's a badass, let's put it that way. But forever still. So there it is with, and here it is without. Forever still. I'm using the EQ tilt to really kind of like lean into those like radio frequencies, and using a little bit of the compressor on it as well. And a lot more happens after this, a lot more. So for harmonies and stuff, rather than recording another line, now this is another line, but it's used for all of the harmonies. So rather than recording a bunch, what I'll do is it's very silly, is I will usually, using Melodyne, something like this. Forever still and unbound. I'll like make a version of it where it is all tuned to one note. And yeah, these ones are like super brick wall, but we'll get to that shortly. This kind of has the same thing going on. It's just like sibilance reduction, then some reverb, and then the harmonies I give a huge brick wall just to emphasize their sense of space. But I pitch shift these around manually using one of the various pitch shifting methods Acid has. I really like monophonic for voices. I'll show you the difference these have. So here's monophonic. Forever still and unbending and unbreaking, you are. It's kind of weird, but like synthy. It's an interesting sound. Pro without preserving the performance has this kind of like just classic pitch shift sound. Forever still. But you can still hear that time stretching going on as it pitch shifts up. Efficient. Forever still. I use this for pads a lot, or if I'm making pads out of voices. And then speech is forever still. It really works on reducing the stretching. But yeah, I like monophonic a lot. But when I'm going for like the lower frequencies and stuff like this, forever still and unbanned, those ones get the pro treatment. I usually set these to pro with preserved performance, or if I just want to get bass frequencies, I'll turn that off and just, and then I'll knock out everything on the high end and just like, you know, put it under the mix. But yeah, so this is several layers of harmonies handled just manually pitch shifted. You can see the bottom one's got a lot going on here. Yeah, That's how I do it. Forever still and unbending and unbreaking.
making. You are the figurehead, your life the waves, forever caught in the wind and the sea and the rain. You will stay the course till the break of day.